Hello, Rebel, and welcome back to my life. Today, you get to see me act, to pretend, to engage in the glorious and ancient art of farce. Why am I acting? Why am I not just speaking to you normally? Providing a direct download to my camera of YouTube's most valuable currency, authenticity. I'm acting because, as I'm filming this, it's Monday, and I'm reasonably well-rested and energetic despite appearances. Acting. But as you're watching this, it's Friday, and I am in fact at Emerald City Comic-Con, and I am exhausted. How do I know this to be the case as I am filming this 3 days in the past? 3 days? 4 days? Because it's a convention, of course, you silly buffoon. You're on your feet for 12 hours a day, multiple days in a row. You're talking to people just the whole time. And for the entire time you're working, except for those few brief, quiet moments when you're able to escape to the restroom, you have to be on. On as in performing. On as in pretending to be energetic, even when you want nothing more than the sweet, sweet embrace of darkness. On as in using your retail voice to make your customer feel more welcome, because let's face it, it's not their fault that they have to speak with only a few dozen people each day and you have to speak with several hundred. So yes, it's exhausting. And I know as I am filming this that I am exhausted as you are watching this. And yet you may note that I have not said it's exhausting and I hate it, because I do not. Capitalism gets a bad rap. And it should. That's the end of that statement. Well, one of the reasons it gets a bad rap is because of how incredibly exhausted it leaves the working class at the end of each day. We've all heard this complaint. We've all experienced this complaint. I'm positive you know the sensation of getting home at the end of the day absolutely bone weary and knowing that tomorrow is just going to be doing it all over again. However, I think that because capitalistic pressures have exhausted us so often in a bad way, we have maybe come to think that exhaustion is always bad. And in my own personal experience, which is only mine and which you are not in any way beholden to agree with, sometimes exhaustion is the best feeling in the world. Because I do absolutely love reaching the end of the day and knowing that all the energy available to me that day went into something I truly care about. And this to me is the difference. I have never had what I would consider a bad job, but I have had jobs that I truly deeply cared about, and I have had jobs that were just jobs. And they were fine. I was happy to do my job and do it well and help my coworkers and serve my customers, but I would never have worked myself to the point of exhaustion for those jobs. But that is not the case with what I do now. I don't want to live an unhealthy lifestyle by any means, but I don't have any issues whatsoever with throwing myself wholeheartedly into a project to get it done, even to the point of exhausting myself during that project. And to be clear, this is not something I would ask of other people either. As we continue to work with more and more people and start to hire employees, it's important to me to continually clarify that the hours I work and how hard I work are not some standard I expect everyone else to follow. I don't expect anyone else to care about this as much as I do. But I also like to clarify for you, Rebel, and for anyone else around me in a given moment, including anyone who's with me right now at Emerald City Comic-Con, that just because I am exhausted in the moment does not mean that I am unhappy. And in fact, you might be seeing me at the happiest I've been in a long little while. I think we do need to move away from a culture that glorifies exhaustion and working yourself to the bone when it doesn't serve any function other than putting more dollars into the pockets of non-producers at the top of some arbitrary totem pole. But I would like to see us move into a mindset that seeks to create purposes that mean so much to us that we're willing to exhaust ourselves for them. I'm so glad I got these thoughts out now on Monday instead of on Friday. I'm at Emerald City Comic-Con. You can find me at booth 2222 if you're interested. I hope I've already seen some of you there. And that's all I've got for you today, Rebel. On the off chance this is your first time seeing one of my videos, I want to let you know that you can get a free copy of my #1 Amazon bestseller just for joining my email list. It's a whole-ass fantasy novel with over 1,000 5-star reviews on Amazon, so can't be that bad. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, as always, to my patrons for their incredible support. Thank you, Chromed Queen, for the awesome fan art gracing this end screen. And I will see you next Friday. Bye!